Hey guys, it's Alston Aaron here, and yeah, let's get to it. We're talking about the agricultural revolution today. Let's begin with new crops and new methods. So, in order to have the ability to farm more land, Dutch landlords built dikes and learned how to drain land. They used new crops, including clover and turnips, and these increased the supply of animal fodder and restored the soil. During this time, there were three main English innovators. The first one was Jethro Tull. His methods permitted land to be cultivated for more extensive periods of time without having to leave it fallow. The second one was Charles Townsend. He instituted crop rotation, which would ultimately restore nutrients to the soil, and it supplied more animal fodder as well. The last one is Robert Bakewell, and he pioneered new methods of animal breeding that produced more and better animals and more milk and meat. So now we're going to talk about enclosures. So the enclosure method took over the open field method around 1700. They were intended to use land more rationally while achieving greater commercial profits. The process included fencing off common lands, the reclamation of previously untilled waste, and the transformation of strips into block fields. And this caused turmoil amongst citizens and caused multiple riots. Between 1761 and 1792, almost 500,000 acres were enclosed through acts of parliament. Enclosures were extremely controversial as they would disrupt small communities and force independent farmers off of the land. In the end, enclosures did not create the labor force for the British Industrial Revolution, but it did help in introducing the entrepreneurial attitude of the urban merchants in the countryside. And now Danny G will continue about the agricultural revolution.
All right, hey guys, it's Danny G. So I'm going to talk about the limited improvements in Eastern Europe. So the Dutch and Western Europe farm production was generally efficient. However, in Prussia, Austria, Poland, and Russia, agricultural improvements were limited. To begin with, there was no drive for innovation among the people in power. The main method in Eastern Europe of increasing production was to bring previously untilled lands under the plow. The villagers could not direct farm management due to the landlords. Eastern European landlords were much more interested in profits than actually improving the agricultural economy. Now here's some facts outside the book. The agricultural revolution was possible because of the increased availability of farmland, favorable climate, more livestock, and improved crop yield. The reallocation of land ownership made farms more compact and increased investment in technical improvements such as machinery, better drainage, scientific methods of breeding, experimentation with new crops and systems of crop rotation allowed for further improvements in the agricultural field. A new crop rotation method was the Norfolk four-course system established in Norfolk Country, England, which emphasized fodder crops. To get down to the nitty-gritty, wheat was grown in the first year and turnips in the second, followed by barley with clover and ryegrass undersown in the third. The clover and ryegrass were cut for feed or grazed in the fourth year. In the winter, cattle and sheep were fed the turnips. The agricultural revolution added several new crops such as maize and potatoes from the New World into the staple diet of the Europeans. The perfection of the horse-drawn seed press made farming less labor-intensive and more productive. Thank you.